Hey Aquarius, welcome to your January 2018 overview reading. This is good for you if you are Sun, Moon, or Rising Aquarius. And I'm going to keep it simple today just because I finished the 2018 full overview readings, which I will link at the end of this video. I'll put it right there, the playlist. If you want to check those out, see what the next year has in store. And then I will also talk about all the stuff I have available at the end of this video. Okay. There we go. Okay, so just getting started with an oracle card. Let's see what it is. My eyes will see what I desire. Okay, and this also, what I would say is, you know, your eyes will see what you are expecting. That's like the flip side of this. It's like if you really have your mind set on something, then you're going to pick that out, but just as easily you can pick out the destructive, the negative side of that just as easily. So watch out for that this month and really try to tune yourself into what you do want. And then we have initiation. That is the next message that's coming through, so we'll see how that shows up in this reading. But with initiation, this is all about getting started on something, whether it be a new project or a new journey, a new, state of being that you're in, whatever. And the core of the spread, we have 10 of Swords. So big changes coming up. And then I know that I believe we have an eclipse in February that's in Aquarius, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's like we're approaching the 6-month cycle from eclipse season. So there's going to be, definite changes, especially if you have a lot sitting in Aquarius and Leo. But you're kind of seeing this transformation to begin with, because a lot of stuff in January, you're going to see a lot of stuff leave and a lot of stuff come in. And so that's the message that's at the core of this reading is change. You're going through change. The crossing card is the star. So it's going to be painful, but it's shoving you on course. So it's like you have where you are now and then where you should be, where divine source thinks you should be, and that's going to give you a nudge. And that doesn't look like it's going to be particularly comfortable, because the 10 of Swords is about the discomfort associated with transformation. That's why so many people dread the 10 of Swords. It's just about it being uncomfortable. And this is what's shifting out in January. We have the King of Wands. So it could be a fire sign male or someone with a strong fire position who is leaving really rapidly. So yeah, totally. Some of you could be breaking free of partnerships that are preventing you from calling in the soulmates that you're meant to have. It could also be this within yourself. So the other thing that the King of Wands it can represent is the part of yourself. And it looks like if this is shifting out, that's going to be more of the dysfunctional angst that you carry around with you. That is what is being purged from your personality. And then in what we have coming up is the 4 of Discs. This is you having enough of your energy reserves filled up. So it's definitely taking time to yourself, contemplation, reflection. And the imagery with this of the tiny cabin, in the mountains is the oncoming feelings that you're going to have is that quiet, peaceful, tranquil state of mind. And so make sure that you are honoring this within yourself rather than trying to resist it, because that's not going to support you. Okay? what you're looking for this month, the Emperor, you're looking for mastery over your work, your craft, your emotional state. You're looking for groundedness. You really are desiring a place, being at a place in your life where you just feel stable, secure, and grounded 100%. This is not going to happen overnight. This is not going to just, be poof, you're getting exactly what you want. So just be prepared for that and know that you're on your way there, but you're going to have to go through this first in order to get there. In the subconscious, we have the 10 of discs. Okay, so you really do understand what you want and what you desire, what you want it to feel like. And so make sure you're tuning your focus to this exact thing. And so it's kind of nice to see that you have the 10 of swords and then you also have the 10 of coins sitting in the subconscious, because that is what's going to remind you that yes, everything's going to be okay. You just have to hold on to the idea and clarity around what you do want. The advice for you for January is the King of Discs. So this is taking on more of an earth energy. Hanging out with your Virgo, your Capricorn, and Taurus friends is going to give you a lot of support, especially in this position. That's the advice. This is a great time to budget, organize, sink into what daily routine do you have. If you are the type of person who is not good with structure or routine, then don't bite off more than you can chew. Otherwise, you're gonna hit a ceiling and you're gonna create resistance for that. So just make small tweaks. The external influences, 4 of Cups, so old disappointment, old baggage coming to the surface. This doesn't look like it's something that's oncoming disappointment, but look out for your behavior if you're trying to push people or bully people into giving you the desired result that your subconscious wants. So we all have this. We all have the 4 of Cups somewhere within us, but yours is going to be coming to the front. Like you're going to be able to see it clear as day. The disappointment within yourself, disappointment that you have for others. And that's kind of the challenge that you're going to be working with. And so the medicine for this is to pull back your energy, become introspective, take time for yourself, relax. And this is about conservation of energy, taking back your resources for yourself and investing more in yourself than you are in other people. Okay, and then hopes and fears, Knight of Cups. So fear of being vulnerable, a fear of emotional growth, a fear of emotional transformation, emotional availability. The Knight of Cups is about the emotional offers that you give and receive. And so there's a little bit of fear and hesitation despite you understanding that it's absolutely necessary, which is pretty standard stuff. Okay, and then the outcome for the month, we have 9 of Wands. So it's interesting because these are complete opposites. What I'm getting is that this is where you're headed, but I don't think that this is going to be where you're at in the process of healing this, of the 10 of Swords. So it looks like there's some ferocity there. And so, this looks like this happens first and this happens after. So you have to get angry and kind of lash out, throw a temper tantrum, because that's what the Nine of Wands in this deck is kind of looking like. You're really, and when you have to lose something, it's kind of like if you've ever lost your keys and you weren't able to find them, just being like, oh my God, I'm so freaking pissed right now. If you are in that state of having a temper tantrum about what you've lost, you're going to see soon after that cools down, you're going to sink into this introspection. And this is going to be the medicine for you. Now I'm going to do a 3-card pick. Okay, card number 1. We have the Ace of Coins, starting something new, watching how... It's like watching yourself create more and more and more. So this is really good if you've been wanting to start a project, if you've been wanting to, you know, make something happen for yourself. This is going to be the month to initiate that. And again, we had initiation at the forefront. I'm also getting that the initiation could also have to do with the 10 of Swords. It's like you could initiate that process because you realize something has to change, something has to go. So there's definitely, you know, some things happening in January that's really gonna like knock you off course, but onto a new one that's gonna carry you farther than you realize. Sorry about the phone. So card number 2, we got the World, and this is things coming together, cycles, finally coming into a state of resolution, healing, wrapping things up, not really worrying too much about the, the outcome, but just realizing that hindsight, everything that's happened in the past is 100% putting you on track. And again, it's for a larger purpose. So if you got this card, then it looks like this whole process, what you see happening, you're going to recognize earlier and faster than if you picked the Ace of Coins, or if this doesn't resonate with you. So if you have this, it's kind of like you're going to be able to hold the big picture in mind, which is going to be helpful if you're experiencing any discomfort. Okay, card number 3, 9 of Cups. This is you being reserved. You being reserved, you pulling back all of your energy, protecting yourself, setting boundaries. It looks like you really have to pull a lot back from other people. So just take care of yourself. For those of you who got this, I'm getting the sense that you're going to step into this a lot sooner because you already have the tendency to withdraw. And so you already understand what you need in a good way. Okay, that's what I have for the reading. But don't forget, if you want to get your cards read, if you want a custom tarot spread, I'm now offering those. And if you want to work with me one-on-one or want a single question reading, check out the description box. It has all the links and information. And what else? Make sure you follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And then don't forget to sign up for my newsletter because you'll get your solar year reading, which is different from the 2018 reading. But it's a birthday specific reading. And those come out at the end of your birthday month. So whether you're born in January or February, I'm going to be working on those. So make sure it's free. You just sign up and then it'll get delivered at the end of the month. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Have a great January, Aquarius.